Other countries don't have the liberty of being woke.
They don't care whether you're non-binary because they're just like, is there any food in the
Correct.
shack? I mean, and even in America, like go back to the 1800s, like what did you do? Like you read the Bible again? Like there was like literally no entertainment.
Yeah.
I'm going to kill you for that gold or silver.
Yeah.
Like, okay, you got a silver reserve. Thank you for doing that for me.
Yeah.
I'm going
That's
to take
true.
it out.
So
Hey everybody, welcome back to Guys on Draft. It is the 4th of July as we are currently recording.
Happy birthday, America.
Happy birthday, America. And before I get started on what we're drafting today, because hey, we're guys and we draft things, make sure to like, make sure to comment, make sure to subscribe. Let us know who won this episode of First World Problems Draft.
Yeah, this is a good one, I think.
yeah, I mean, what better way to celebrate an American holiday than to highlight some first world problems,
Yeah.
right? I mean, nothing says America like let's jam our Americanness down your throats
Yeah.
and show you why we're the superior country.
See, I was thinking the opposite. I was thinking, we have freedom and some countries don't. So let's blow it. Let's like talk
Yeah.
shit about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, no, we're thinking the same thing. Different lens maybe. Yeah,
we
no,
are.
yeah. I had to talk the one out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So
I'm glad you did.
last week
First world problem.
Hey, first world problem.
First world problem.
What did we even draft last week?
Talking it out.
Oh, beach? No. We drafted
Sexiest.
sexy superheroes,
Oh,
best
yeah.
superheroes in bed, best superpowers for the bedroom draft. Go back and
Yeah.
Aquaman.
watch that one. Aquaman, terrible pick.
Mystique.
Mystique, good pick.
I feel
You be the
like
judge.
who came up with that topic?
Who do you think,
Mark?
Who do you
It's
think
either
came up with
Mark or
that?
Phil.
it was-
Anything sexual is Mark or
Yeah,
Phil.
I just was along for the ride, unfortunately.
It was definitely a me pick.
Yeah, it was his concept, and then you thought Aquaman, like that, like you thought of the concept, and that had to have been
Yeah,
what
but
you thought of
Dude,
automatically.
he holds his breath for long periods of time so he can dive deep into
Mark.
the depths of ladiness.
Mark has a
He talks to fish. That's what you think of. He has
Mark
scales.
has a long running a superpower. His superpower is first round terrible picks.
That is your superpower.
Yeah,
I still won that draft.
I don't.
You did pick him to win.
I did,
Yeah.
but it was only because each one of you had like a fatal flaw.
Yeah. Well, you go check it out and let us know.
All right.
That
All right, let's spin
wheel.
it. We have one less person here, which some would say we're better off for it.
Yeah, we missed
Yeah.
Phil.
We do miss Phil, kind of. But Zaddy, you actually get your first choice.
The mentor passes the mentoree since Phil's not here.
Okay, let's go with that. And I
Wait,
feel
no, I
like this
said
is
that
going to be
wrong.
Mark. No, you know what? I get to choose whether I want to go
The
second,
thing is rigged.
first, or third. And Mark, as usual, you are the loser.
I always get the goddamn
The
last pick on your
loser.
stupid wheel.
Yeah,
All
you
right.
do.
So first world problems, pretty self-explanatory, just like things that you, I guess, shouldn't really be complaining about because we have the privilege of not having to complain about other things, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So who's going to go what? Zach, what
I'm
are you
going to go first.
You're going to go 1-1.
I'm going 1-1.
Okay, I will go 1-2 because I like that middle pick
Yeah.
anyways.
What do you
All right.
pick, Mark?
So it's probably pretty good, given my team name, that I do go third because that takes us outside the 2-minute window of not cursing. So we're good there.
That's a pro play.
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe that's the YouTube gods just making Mark be a third at
Yeah.
each time.
Hashtag first world problems.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. All right. Well,
okay,
I'm not gonna waste any time. I am going to go with my first overall pick. Team Cry More is gonna go with I'm full.
Okay. Yeah, this is solid. Yeah.
I am like, when you eat too much, like, oh, I'm stuffed. I can't eat anymore. Like, oh, like I shouldn't have eaten that. Like, there are kids in Africa. There are kids in Africa.
I like this one.
I'm full. No negative comments for I'm full. I'm stuffed.
No, man, that's a great pick. I mean,
Wow.
honestly, it's a first world problem,
Yeah.
right? I mean, you could have spun it differently. It could have been obesity. Obesity could have been a first world problem because
That's true.
we're just we're flexing, man. We're flexing
Yeah.
on the world, saying, guess what? We have so much food.
I'll put parentheses there.
Yeah. So I'm going to go, piggybacking off what you just said, because my team name is Team Humble Flex.
Nice.
And this gets said in our house. It makes me so angry. And I always want to point it out as a first world problem, but I know that this is something I'll lose. I hear this from my kids all the time. I'm sick of all the restaurants near our house.
That's
You're tired of the hundreds of choices you get and the money in your wallet to go spend that. So that would be my 1-1 would be I'm tired of the restaurants near me.
yeah. I didn't think about it in the first round, but I see what you're talking about with like,
Oh, it's
I
terrible.
can't think of a place to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so tired of it.
Like nothing looks good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Nothing looks good at this restaurant
Especially
where
in
the
this
average
area.
cost is $30.
Between Sand Lake and iDrive, if you can't find a place to eat, then you're not looking.
Yeah, there's
You're not looking
literally
for a place to
every chain starts.
Known to man.
Yeah, and they all choose Orlando to test to see what the world
the
maybe
world
thinks.
wants.
Yeah, and we have nothing. And but how many times do you say this? It's terrifying.
Yeah, true. I end up just getting Chipotle a lot.
Yeah. You just
because
like,
of that.
well, I guess I'll eat this great food.
Yeah, I guess I'll eat this
I had
Chipotle.
Chipotle yesterday. That's why I've been in the bathroom twice since we've been here. All right, so I'm going to come out the gate swinging again, as I do every week, right? I always nail the first pick. Screw these guys. They have no idea what they're talking about. So team declaration of fuck you Great Britain in the spirit of
That's
the 4th of July.
It's a graphic.
I'm going to go with I'm bored. That is
Yeah, that's-
definitely a first world problem. And it's my all three of my children's favorite term.
Yeah.
I'm bored. You take away their tablet, I'm bored. You take away their TV, I'm bored. You take away whatever game they're playing, I'm bored. You know, if they want to do one thing that you're not allowing them to do, all of a sudden that equals boredom.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. I mean, there are kids. Honestly, I just watched a YouTube video of a dude that's eventually going to be a baseball prospect who is catching fastballs that I think are grenades with the pins taken out of them, and he's dressed in like spare car parts for
Yeah.
like
What the fuck?
catcher's gear.
What is this video?
in a tub of water? Like, I mean, I'm just saying, there's problems. There's problems around the world. There's kids that for soccer, you know, they're kicking around tumbleweeds and shit. You know what I mean? Like to go out and play. Like, I'm just saying, if you're bored, if you're a child in America and you're bored, then
Yeah. I have seen those like
issues.
videos of like people like working out with like clay, like weight plates that they make and stuff like that. So yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, no, I get that. I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's as far as on the total, like all of Mark's first round picks. That's pretty good
Yeah,
one,
you
pretty
actually,
normal.
You
one,
actually
yeah.
did kind of nail it.
Yeah, you didn't go sexual, overtly sexual.
Yeah, like
or-
I have an STD.
Yeah,
Give me a chance. I'm about to screw it up right here. Just hang on. Give me a
there we
second.
go. See, we spoke too soon.
My condom's too large. I can't fill it.
Yeah, well,
Mark,
things
problem.
Mark have never said for $100.
That is the thing Mark said.
Well, he shouldn't say it. No.
All right. So
Untrue statements by Mark for 700.
I'm gonna. I don't think 700 is. I think they go by twos, don't they? I
don't know.
2, 4,
I don't
6,
watch-
8, 1,000.
I don't watch that
Jeopardy,
show. I don't watch that
700.
show.
So then it's a fictitious statement, like your fictitious $700 cube.
What a phony.
All right.
Hey, Ryan Seacrest on Wheel of Fortune, though. How about that?
Oh, really?
He's taking over.
Yeah, I heard that. I saw that.
What is Ryan Seacrest 9 nowadays?
That's fair.
Women. Sorry.
I
did
guess. I don't know. I don't know what that means. Does that mean he just doesn't have Riz? Or does that mean that he's just not like swinging that way anymore?
Yeah. Is he into women?
I don't
yeah,
know.
Yeah, he's in women.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Like I didn't hear any
I
news that
told
he's
you I was
gay.
about to screw this up.
Extremely short women, but
All right.
because
So
he's like 5'4". Yeah.
Hey, short king.
another first world problem. I'm going to follow on board with being woke.
Oh, there we go. That's
There.
a classic Mark.
I don't know if that makes sense.
It's a first world problem because we have freedom of speech, right? We have all of these liberties.
He's on a soapbox.
We have all these liberties. and then
Dun,
we
dun,
have
dun, dun,
every
dun,
population of person
dun, dun,
needs to be recognized, right? I don't need to be don't recognize me. I don't want to be recognized. Well, I do on here. Recognize us on here because I want money. Which
Maybe
is,
you don't recognize everything Mark says or says or does.
but being able to claim that you're woke, I think, is a first world problem in that there is
because like you're complaining about other people in this pick. I feel like when I think about first world problems, I think about things that like that person would complain about that they're doing or not doing.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's like I don't know if it fits what my strategy was.
Got you.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking that as a first world problem, other countries don't have the liberty of being woke.
Yeah, they're fixated on like surviving today.
Yes,
Or
they're
surviving their
they,
thoughts.
They don't care whether you're non-binary because they're just like, is there any food in the shack? Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or
the fact that they're just like they don't have not everybody has the type of media outlets that we have. They don't have access to immediately. They don't have a platform to immediately stand on and say, here I am. Here's what I stand for.
Yeah.
So they don't have the liberty to do it. They're either they're 100% censored, or they're worried about survival, or they're worried. They're actually worried about like true living things.
Yeah.
Whereas we're worried about offending one another.
Yeah.
That's a third world problem.
Yeah, because like if you. Yeah,
that makes sense.
Because if you say the wrong thing, like a government might kill you in some countries.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Yeah.
Or if you birth the wrong sex of baby.
Yeah, I'm trying to choose
that's
which
true.
of the 54 sexual designations are on Tinder. In China, you get murdered if you're gay. Like literally, so like I get what you're saying. It's kind of an American.
Here, let's boil it down, right? So there's the 54 choices of gender on Tinder. But in China, if your second child is a daughter, they're thrown off a cliff for crying out loud.
This is good.
And guess what? Guess what designates that? It's not that they get to identify as a daughter. It's that they don't have a wiener. So they get tossed off a cliff.
Woke nation.
Yeah, that one. Okay, so I'm gonna save us a little bit from this rant, but I agree. I like that pick. Another thing I hear in my house pretty regularly. I can't stand when people say this. Humble flex. I've actually gone and tried to help this in other places. There's nothing to drink in the house. You get tired of clean water, which for hundreds of nations, they're walking 6 miles with pots and pans to bring back clean water.
So what's the first world problem? Having not your flavored water,
not appreciate,
or not liking Dasani.
You don't even appreciate the fact that we can flip a little, lever on a sink and get unlimited clean water safe to drink.
Let me paint you a picture here, young Zach. Yeah. You're living in the desert, right? You're a child. Your parents just both died of heat stroke as you're trying to make it to your next water bog. You get to the water bog, and now you're trying to drink this filthy microbiome of horrible contagions in the water, all while trying not to get eaten by the alligator.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
that's waiting for you.
Somebody's at Disney ew, Dasani.
Yeah.
Yes.
And yet here I am. I complain about Zephyr Hills.
Dasani, there's salt in it.
Or I don't like spring water. I like purified water,
which I say all the time.
Yeah. See, that should be that should be the pick.
But it's clean water.
You're boiling it down to the concept.
My pick is clean water. The fact a first world problem is we have clean water.
I think the fact that we even just get to flavor our goddamn water is a.
I mean, that's a total humble flex. I went to Nicaragua, dug 120 feet into the ground to find them water that was sustainable.
Humble flex.
And I'm trying to pick, dude, do I want banana or raspberry? Think about that. It's insane.
While they're digging for water, Rocky gets a little hot. He cracks open his Fiji and he's showering himself.
My butler cracks it open for me. Yeah. But I get your point.
Correct yourself, Mark.
Get your point. So,
how do I word this one? Because I know what I want to take. I'm gonna put there's no Wi-Fi. Or cell service.
Yeah, this is a good one.
Well, you
slow
have no
Wi-Fi.
bars.
Slow.
Oh no,
it's so slow.
Oh no, your connection's bad. You can't go on Twitter.
Yep.
People die in other areas of the world.
How annoyed are you though when you go somewhere?
In China, there's no free media.
Yeah.
But your Wi-Fi is slow. I'm sorry.
No Wi-Fi. Oh no.
I mean, I think we actually complained about this at length on air last week.
Yeah, we
when
did.
We were like, God damn it, the Wi-Fi's out. I can't get on this research. While
But
we're
there are
here.
bigger things to complain about in the world.
We resemble many of these statements.
Oh
Let's
yeah.
just-
Yeah. Big time.
Oh, and I mean, that's what July 4th is all about. We are taking the liberty of enjoying these problems that we have.
Yes.
Let me try and think of another one real quick.
I think we're going to get canceled.
Because you're gonna. I picked Wi-Fi and being full.
Yeah, I picked. I'm sick of all the restaurants and clean water.
But it's the point that we're making that we're able to do all these things. This is
I don't
such
know
a
if
great
this
draft.
is. I thought about this, and it's like if it happens, it's like, okay, I guess like you'll live like having a bad haircut. Like I think it's the first world problem.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with bad haircuts.
Yeah, because at least you have a head on your shoulder still,
Yeah.
despite what the hair length is or
Yeah.
what it looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a good one. We're nailing the shit out of this draft.
Yeah.
I must say.
Yeah. And there's there's hundreds to choose from. So I'm having to like really think about, well, what's my next choice? You know? But I think I've got it. And I know this. There are several of these people here in this room. I know, well, one that's not in this room, but is 100%. How do I word this?
I think you just talk it out. You put something down there, you just talk it out.
Okay, so this will take me a moment.
What are you writing?
He's
over
like
there?
writing a novel.
Okay, this is for people that
Oh, I got a good one. I should have thought about this.
they spend like $250 on new Nikes, and then they don't want to get their new shoes dirty.
Okay.
I hate this person. You son of a bitch. There's people in other countries that don't have shoes or socks. You're worried about getting the Nikes you bought on eBay. You outbid other people, and you got the first year Jordans dirty. You have shoes, humble flex. You have shoes on display that you will never wear because you're afraid to get them dirty. Meanwhile, in other places, they're just begging for like anything they can put on their feet. So,
Yeah,
anyways,
that's valid.
yeah, I feel like that is a Phil thing to do. I think he's got a sneaker collection.
He's a sneakerhead.
Yeah, I think he's a
Yeah.
sneakerhead.
He definitely has like a lot of hats and a lot of
Yes.
shoes, probably.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He is a sneakerhead. He
Yeah.
has.
Yeah.
He's actually. I think he's into like sneaker trading and shit too. Because like I think he like trades with like his
Black market?
brothers and stuff. I don't know about that.
I had a few friends that used to do that. They used to like buy and sell shoes on
Yes.
the sneakers app.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice. All
It's a
right.
side hustle.
So I'm gonna come right back. You know, a lot of third world problems do stem around technology, and I'm gonna go with there's nothing to watch.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's a good one.
I mean, that's a big one, right? I mean,
Yeah.
First off, there's 100,000 apps, right, that all offer channel service. A lot of your premium channel providers provide like thousands of channels
Yeah.
to find a program to watch. And we complain that in these thousands of channels that there's nothing to watch.
That goes with your I'm bored pick. Like just stare at a wall instead.
Yeah.
Like some people
Yeah,
have
I mean,
to do that.
There's nothing to watch. I mean, there's people that are forced to watch things that they don't want to ever see,
Yes.
or none of us should ever experience. And
Like
here
PBS.
we are. Yeah.
I mean, and even in America, like go back to the 1800s. Like, what did you do? Like, you read the Bible again? Like, there was like literally no entertainment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and here we are. We're complaining that everybody loves Raymond reruns aren't on at the time that we want to sit down and watch TV and unwind.
Yeah.
I think that's a great first world problem.
All right, I like that one. Marco's back to back. This is normally his second pick is the one that's like could get us in trouble.
He usually, I was gonna say like it usually is like a good pick. We're like, yeah, and then something insert second pick. We're like, man.
All right. So here's one that it encompasses a lot, right? But it's gonna highlight something that we've really gotten used to. And the complaint is first world problem is I'm hot. Right.
Fuck, you took my pick.
So I mean, we have air conditioning.
Damn it.
When our air conditioning breaks, we're like, "Oh man, this sucks. I'm so hot." Or we're outside for 15 minutes at a time, and we're like, "Oh my god, the sweltering heat! I can't stand it." As I'm trying to mow my lawn for 15 minutes,
Yeah, no,
that I'm sweating. Meanwhile, there's, people that don't have clothing and are out in the blistering sun that are essentially a gigantic callus with a heartbeat that have no way of cooling themselves down.
Yeah, no, that. Yeah.
So being
good one.
hot is definitely a
I feel like that should have been your 1-1.
You took my. I was gonna go with AC. You took my pick.
Yeah.
Now I'm scrambling. Good thing I have time.
You have a little bit of time, but not much because I already have my answer written.
Oh, great.
Thank God, because it was another fucking novel.
No, it is a novel, but I feel like most American first world problems have to be like explained because they're so freaking ridiculous. This is a close and personal one because, as you know, maybe you don't know, I answer every complaint, my wife and I, at the restaurants that we own. My meal was ruined because I didn't get the sauce I asked for.
That is
you
that
son of a bitch.
Somebody hurt him.
Oh my gosh. So the meal that you got while not even getting out of your car, that you were waited on hand and foot, that didn't cost a lot and is delicious, is ruined because you didn't get your barbecue sauce.
You know what? Screw you, chicken man.
I feel so bad.
What about
for
us
you.
making our hard-earned
I feel
money?
so bad for you.
Making our hard-earned money.
Throw out the customer's name.
Going.
Cassandra.
Mark. His name was Mark.
Well, next time,
His
give me
name
my
was Mark.
Give
You
me
can
my
see,
goddamn
I
Polynesian
didn't get
sauce
my
next
8
time.
Chick-fil-A sauces I asked for. Okay, I didn't give you diabetes because each one has like 1,000 grams of sugar.
I don't even like
20 grams of.
You can shove your Chick-fil-A
fat.
sauce up your ass. I like your Polynesian sauce.
Yeah, you are a Polynesian guy right there. I can tell.
But I'm just saying, that's my hard-earned money that I'm going to you to provide a service.
Mark, you are proving my point.
No,
This is
but
first world problem.
You're not doing this out of the kindness of your heart. You're not providing.
I didn't get my Polynesian.
Wait a minute, but you're trying to convince everybody that you're providing food out of the kindness of your heart.
Listen, you
at a
asked
discounted
for
rate.
8. You don't need 8.
Son of a bitch.
You
If
don't need
weren't-
8
if you
for a
weren't-
chicken sandwich.
If you weren't making money hand over fist selling these products, you wouldn't be doing it. You wouldn't be. You wouldn't be digging this
you
hole in
don't
Nicaragua.
need 8
All right, that's all I'm
Polynesian
saying.
sauce for a chicken sandwich. you ate more calories in the sauce than in the meat.
The Polynesian sauce. Shout out to Polynesian sauce. Though that shit is.
Yeah, Polynesian's
that
not
shit is
bad.
hot.
Honestly, Chick-fil-A ranch put me on ranch. Like I didn't get ranch anywhere I went
Yeah.
before the Chick-fil-A sauce.
Our
or
garlic
Chick-fil-A
herb.
ranch.
Yeah, it's good ranch.
But yeah, definitely a garlic herb ranch instead of a creamy buttermilk. Not a big fan of the creamy buttermilk ranch.
buttermilk
We
ranch
have
is
some
delish.
great and our buffalo sauce, underrated.
Yeah, it's good. It's low
Hot.
calorie too.
Yeah, low carb, low
Yeah.
calorie. Yeah, it's the best one.
And I like your what is it, the jalapeno salsa for your breakfast burritos.
yes,
Yeah.
it's
shit's
I
fire.
put that stuff on everything.
Yeah.
I put that stuff on everything.
I put that on everything.
That was a hot sauce brand, right? That did that.
yeah.
Wow, that was a
Frank's.
first world rant off of a first world complaint that stemmed from a first world problem. That's insane.
And that was the first. That was a first.
Just oh my god, we're so privileged.
Whose turn is it?
Yeah,
it's my
Your
turn? Oh, shit.
And you got the turn, so you got 2
great.
in a row. So
I'm just gonna go with my phone died.
oh,
Yeah,
okay.
like my
Yeah.
battery died.
That's 100% a first world problem.
Now I would gavel this one, but I'm not going to. I'm going to give it to him
Go
because I
ahead.
feel like it was maybe a bad choice because even in third world countries, most people have phones.
Yeah, but they're not like good phones. I feel like it's the other things that come with like saying my phone died. It's like you have an iPhone, like your phone died because you were on it too much during the day,
Right, and that's why I like this pick is how relied upon we are with our phones.
Yeah.
And then from that stems multiple excuses as to why we weren't as productive as we were, or we don't take accountability for, I forgot to do this because my phone died. I had an alarm set, but my phone died. That's the reason why I missed this meeting about, why Chick-fil-A sauce is giving everybody diabetes. It creates a lot of first world problems. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck
I'm
you.
going to let you. That's why I didn't gavel it.
And
Didn't think
then-
I had Mark's support.
I have the turn here, and I'm gonna go with kind of like a personal one. I don't know if this is on your Googled lists when you get it, but and I don't know how to word this either. But like I don't want to go to work. I feel like it's a first world problem. So I'm just gonna put that. I guess I don't want to go to work. Like, okay, I'm sorry you have to make money today. Sorry you have a job. You could not be working right now. You could be gathering berries or fighting off like animals. I don't know, in other countries.
Yeah.
Or you have to go to a job that you really don't want to go to, like a factory that doesn't have good working conditions. But instead, it's like, oh, I have to go work at Chick-fil-A today. Yeah, I don't want to work.
I like it.
Yeah, other
It's
countries
outrageous.
would kill for a job that
I'm liking
pays
everything
the bills. Yeah.
in this draft.
No, I don't think there's been a terrible choice,
Yeah.
yet.
That's my team.
Kind of stuck for number 5. I've done all these off the top of the dome piece. I haven't looked anything up yet. I got to try to come up with something
Humble
here.
flex.
Yeah, there's one that I want to put, but I feel like this is just a me problem maybe, and that I would be judged. But I'm tempted
You
to
have to
put
do
it
it.
as 1-5.
The 5th pick is
Yeah.
your pick. You
Yeah.
know, like
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go with it. I may have to explain it, but
4th of July. Weird that it's on a Tuesday this year.
Yeah, it is kind of weird, right?
Yeah. Throws off the week, really.
Yeah. First world problem.
Yeah, that is a first world problem.
I'm out of room because of my
Good Lord.
Your explanations?
yeah. So this is maybe a me problem, but so the government only insures our bank. Our money in the
your
bank up to
FDIC?
$250,000.
what a fuck.
This is
What
a
a
first
guy.
world problem.
What a
I'm only
scumbag.
I've got to diversify my banks because I have too much in one bank.
What an asshole.
Yeah,
The FDIC, man, it gets you.
I told you I would probably be judged by this, but this is the
That is Rocky's
this
problem.
is like the height of first world problems. Is that like we're looking for a third bank?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
that's-
Like,
that's
something
funny.
like that. So anyways,
right.
yeah, that's
Whatever.
why. So
Isn't it? It's per account though. Just open up multiple accounts at one bank.
well, and I think it's 500,000, but
Yeah.
I think they just upped it. You know, because you're in banking.
I can't confirm nor deny.
Humble flex, yeah. So, anyways, that's mine. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I mean, it's not a bad pick. Just like, oh man, must be nice.
It's a me pick. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh no, I have two. What's the?
That's been on his mind this entire time.
Yeah.
Too, you know that.
He's like, I can't take
Well,
it.
I mean, because,
that was
like,
your
listen-
number one overall
listen,
pick.
And he's like,
There
you're
are-
only insured up to $250,000.
There are the realities where you start like, oh my God, if there's an economic collapse, will I lose all the money in the bank that I have? That's a first world problem.
Probably have gold
Yeah.
in your backyard or
No,
something.
I
Actually,
don't
know
have
a guy.
gold, actually.
I know a guy that invests in silver.
Yeah, and buries it.
No, he melts it down and fills like the concrete cracks in his garage with it.
No way.
Yeah.
Why?
If someone ever just figures that out,
Just to have like he has
Backups.
silver. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is
backup.
what happens. People
That's
like
so
that,
funny.
like, listen, if we get to the place in the world
Like the
where
apocalypse.
you're
Yeah.
doing silver or gold, it's over. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill you for
That's
that
a
silver or
that's
gold.
a first world problem.
I'm gonna
How
kill
first-
you for that gold
Yeah,
or silver.
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Okay, you got a silver reserve. Thank you for doing that for me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
That's
take
true.
it out.
So just so we know, this
you just
planet-
outed your friend, by the way. I'm gonna start looking in sidewalk cracks now when I walk in
Is it Phil?
neighborhoods.
Because
Yeah.
it does seem like a Phil thing to do. Is his garage like just?
I gotta check now. I gotta check now for that.
You realize that we started off with there was no monetary system, right? It all
Yeah.
started off with bartering
Yeah, well,
and trading.
but we
And,
have one now,
We
and
created this fictitious,
can't really go back
monetary empire, and
Yeah.
because of it, a lot of people aren't afforded. We can say that this draft is based on that. People can't afford the luxuries that
Yeah.
we have because we created this system that's just frankly impossible for a lot of people to compete in.
How dare you? How dare you put down
Silver
America
and-
on our
and-
birthday?
And this leads right in, incoming segue here to the fact that we're able to argue about minimum wage and constantly change the minimum wage scale to,
Yeah.
for cost of living increases. why don't you argue that about the kids in China putting together your Air
Yes.
Jordans? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For
You're arguing,
for pennies.
You're
You know?
arguing about minimum wage on a phone that somebody made in China
Meanwhile-
for like 6 cents a day.
Yeah. Meanwhile, you want $18.50 for saying, "Do you want fries with that?" Like it's ridiculous to me. It's so stupid.
I won't bite, Mark.
Yeah,
I played the fifth.
Yeah,
It's
I
so,
won't bite.
It's so stupid that I ask you for a goddamn for an ice cream, and you're like, the machine is down, making $18.50.
You're upset, man. You got off a long shift at the hospital and
feel
wanted
like-
I wanted McFlurry at 4 a.m.
I feel like I
and
figured out Mark is
I'm
that
just saying.
he's not a Karen. What's the male version of a Karen? A Kyle.
probably
Mark's a Kyle.
How so? I mean, tell me that
That's
there's
good.
not. Tell me there's not a bigger first world problem than that, right? I
Yeah.
mean, because other countries, you know, some people don't even qualify to work. Other people are put to work, you know, back-breaking labor and paid absolute shit.
Yeah. Hey, go work that farm that we own.
Yeah.
And we'll give you enough food to barely survive. That's your payment. But yeah, I get that.
What
Yeah.
what kind of farm are you talking about? What are they harvesting?
I mean, soybean. Got some lentils.
I thought
yeah.
I thought you were gonna go somewhere else with that.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Well,
Any honorable mentions?
I thought Southern Rocky was gonna come out there for a
Oh
minute.
God! All right.
yeah.
Happy 4th of July.
I feel like there's I have nothing to wear is one that came up.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you have like
That's true.
you have more clothes and like literally there could be an avalanche of my t-shirts and I could die. But I feel like I have nothing to wear and I end up wearing like 20 things.
Yeah.
You know?
I almost went with I'm too cold because you went with
Yeah.
I'm too hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I didn't.
Oh, I see what he's.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's big on that. He likes to take something that is like
Take away from your
adjacent to what
pick.
you're doing.
Yeah.
That way it takes the steam out of what you're doing.
Knock it down
You know
a
what I
little
mean?
bit.
Yeah.
Playing defense.
What about, you know, we always go back to time as a construct. What about being late for things, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a
Yeah.
third world problem, right? I mean, if you're
First world, yeah.
that's what I meant. First world problem.
A third world problem would be like, like my
Having somewhere to go.
I don't
my
know if I
certain
can feed my
time.
kids tomorrow.
half my family died of the plague.
Yeah, no, this is
That's a yeah.
Yeah, I missed my flight. I mean, that's first
Yeah.
world
Oh, yeah.
problem. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
things
my
like that.
commute is too long.
the price of
to my
gas
job,
is
yeah.
True.
the price of gas is through the roof.
Yeah.
I
First
almost
world
put
problem.
my house is so big that my Wi-Fi doesn't cover all of it. Like, you know,
These long
You
ass
are
answers.
such an asshole. I swear to God.
hey, I hear people.
Is there something above first world problems? Because you have
Our house is not big.
I couldn't-
You see my house, but
His Wi-Fi
I
doesn't
have
work, though.
Friends that talk about their Wi-Fi, it doesn't reach all the parts of my
Oh,
mansion.
I couldn't fuel my jet up in time to go to Turks and Caicos.
You have 1% problems. That's what you have. You're the 1%er.
Okay,
You're 1% problems.
I have no money. There's no silver in my garage. That's all I'm saying.
My butler,
that-
butler called out sick.
I'm gonna look at sidewalk cracks.
Yeah, I'm gonna
now.
follow Mark to his
Yeah.
house and see like which
Oh,
one.
it's funny too because
That's a Jersey thing, I think.
no. He's down here.
Oh,
He's
geez.
down here.
What's
and
his
he-
address?
What's his first
I'm
two
not sure.
initials?
This is just based like he's a legit like doomsday prepper.
Oh, yeah.
But
Yeah.
still like works in healthcare and very intelligent guy, very nice guy. But you know, he's like, I'm not so sure that this monetary construct holds up the way it is. You know, and
it's funny to me because every like doomsday like prepper, they kind of want things to go to hell.
I was
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
say that.
You know, it's like amazing.
So they can be right, but I
Yeah.
saw. I think it was like, I think the Netflix series was like Love Something and Robots, where like they wrote these like robots like toured the Earth after the apocalypse, and then they went to like where doomsday preppers like made society, and it's like no, they overhunted everything. They killed each other. It was more of a dominance thing.
Yeah.
They like.
Yeah.
It was like they're so excited for the end. It's like, yeah, let's fucking go. I have it all.
Yeah, most of them tend to be like extreme libertarians where they're like, we don't need roads, we don't need laws, get out of my,
Yeah.
And then society does fall. I mean, every place we've tried to do that, like perfect libertarian
Like, yeah,
society, it's fallen
utopian.
apart. Yeah.
It's funny too. Like I'm not anti or pro gun or anything like that. But you can always tell a doomsday prepper when you hear, oh my God, you should see my gun cabinet. And you're like, there it is. You should. The apocalypse. Anybody that says the word apocalypse more than once in your company, you know they're a doomsday prepper. When the apocalypse comes, I'm ready. I have 650,000 rounds of ammunition.
Yeah, they do. I do think that like one thing I do say too much, and Trisha's always like, stop, is I do say often, I think I could survive a zombie apocalypse.
I think I could fare fairly well.
Yeah, she's just like, well, just shoot me because I'd rather be dead than have to live that way. And I'm like, hell no, I think I could like live. And
I've already started concocting plans of how I become like a leader during a zombie apocalypse.
You're
like,
definitely a Megan.
I don't want to be a follower. I don't want to be following somebody else's like, I think we should head east, and I don't want to follow anybody. I'm going to be the one.
Mark, are you the silver guy? Do you have silver in your cracks? I'm going to his house today.
I'm just saying, if there's a zombie apocalypse, don't head east, all right? Because that's where they create all of the shit that supposedly kills them.
All the zombies.
That's where they're harvesting all the bats for
all right. Maybe we should just
close it out.
Give a synopsis of what our picks were.
All right. Team Cry More in the first round went I'm full. I guess obesity considered. I went with there's no Wi-Fi/cell service. Bad haircuts, my phone died, and I don't want to work today.
Yeah. Team Humble Flex went, I'm sick of all the restaurants near me. I'm sick of clean water. I don't want my new shoes to get dirty. I didn't get my sauce in the meal, and my meal is ruined. And the government only insures my money up to a certain point.
So ridiculous.
Jet fuel prices nowadays are out the door.
My butler wants more.
Right. All right. Team Declaration of Fuck You, Great Britain. Went with I'm bored, being woke. There's nothing to watch. I'm hot, and minimum wage.
Yeah.
All right, fellas, I think it was a great draft.
Yeah, that was the draft. Happy 4th, and if you liked us, consider subscribing.
We're likable people.
We're okay.
Well, maybe. I mean, we didn't come across as likable today, maybe.
Yeah,
but we are extremely likable.
Why do you point at me when you say that?
No, I was pointing at all of us.
He's like, yeah, we might not be likable.
Comment, like, subscribe. Let us know who won this draft. Follow us on GON Podcast anywhere that you currently use social media, and also watch and listen to us wherever you do that for other podcasts. We love you. Thank you, and peace.
Hey, Great Britain, get to work today. We're off.